You open your banking app on a Sunday night, you scroll down to your balance, and there it is, the same number. Different month, same story. You're working harder than you ever have. You've been putting in the extra hours, skipped weekends, said no to nights out, done every single thing they told you to do, and still, the number barely moves. If that hits close to home, good, because that feeling is not a you problem. It is a system problem, and the worst part? Nobody is going to tell you this at work. Nobody taught it in school, because understanding this would make you dangerous. In the next 10 minutes, I'm going to show you exactly what that system is, why it was never designed to make you wealthy, and the 3 real moves that break the cycle for good. Let's go. Section 1. The time for money trap. Here is the trap that most people will spend their entire working lives inside without ever naming it. It is called the time for money trade. You show up, you work hours, you get paid. The deal sounds fair. But here is the brutal truth nobody talks about. Time is the only resource that cannot be created. You cannot manufacture more hours. You wake up with exactly 24, same as everyone else. And the moment you sell your time, it is gone. So think about what that means for your income. If you want to earn more, what are your options? You can work longer hours. You can hustle for a raise. You can switch jobs for a bump. All of these have one thing in common. More of your time. More of your energy. More of you. And that equation has a ceiling, a hard, invisible ceiling that most people never escape. Let's say you earn $60,000 a year. To double that, you'd need to roughly double your hours, or land a job paying double. Neither of those is realistic or sustainable long-term. And here is what makes it worse. Inflation is rising faster than wages. Housing now costs 5 times the median income, up from 3 times in the 1990s. The cost of being alive keeps going up. But your hourly rate? It barely moves, so you work more, spend less, save a little, and every year you end up in, essentially, the same place. This is not laziness. This is not a lack of discipline. This is what happens when you are playing by rules that were not designed for you to win. The wealthy figured this out generations ago. They do not primarily sell their time. They learn to make their money do the working instead. And in the next section, I'll show you exactly how that works. Section 2. What wealthy people actually trade. So if wealthy people are not primarily selling their time, what are they selling? The answer is one word: assets. An asset is anything that generates income without requiring your direct time every single hour. Think about it this way. A salary pays you while you show up. An asset pays you while you sleep. A salary stops the moment you stop working. An asset keeps going. Now, before you think this is only for people who start with a lot of money, stay with me. Because the most powerful asset you can build right now costs almost nothing to start. It is called a knowledge capital, the skills, the systems, the expertise that generate value beyond your hours. A designer who packages their knowledge into a course that sells while they sleep, that is an asset. A person who builds an audience around a skill they already have, that is an asset. Someone putting $200 a month into a diversified index fund, also building an asset. Real estate investors, business owners, content creators, different vehicles. Same fundamental idea. Make the money work for you instead of the other way around. Here is what the data shows. The top earners in any country derive a growing portion of their income from assets, not labor. They still work. Often very hard. But their work is building things that keep paying them. Not just clocking hours for someone else's bottom line. The mindset shift is this. Stop asking, how do I earn more money? Start asking, how do I build more assets? That single question changes everything. And here is where it gets real. In the next section, this is where most people completely get it wrong. I am going to walk you through the 3 actual moves that break the cycle. Section 3. The 3 moves nobody tells you. Now here is where most people completely miss it. They hear build assets, and immediately they think they need to quit their job, or start a business overnight, or invest $100,000 they do not have. And so they do nothing. They wait for the perfect moment, the perfect savings balance, the perfect idea, and the years go by. Here's the truth. You do not build wealth in one giant leap. You build it in consistent small moves that compound over time. Move number 1, start a side income stream. Any stream. I do not care if it earns $50 a month. The purpose at the beginning is not the money. The purpose is to rewire your brain away from, I only earn when I show up. Sell something, teach something, create something. Start that feedback loop now. Move number 2, invest before you feel ready. Most people wait until they have enough to invest. That moment never comes. Even $50 a month in a diversified index fund starts building a different future. The stock market, on average, has returned roughly 10% per year over the last century. Money invested today is worth significantly more in 10 years than money invested later. Starting now, even small, beats waiting every single time. Move number 3, cut your most expensive invisible cost, and that cost is lifestyle inflation. Every raise you have ever gotten, where did it go? Better apartment, better car, better phone. You earned more, spent more, and saved the same. That is the treadmill getting faster without you going anywhere. Redirecting just 20% of your next raise straight to an investment account breaks that cycle. Not 100%. Just 20%. These 3 moves are not glamorous, but they are real, and they compound into something life-changing. Section 4. The compounding shift. Now, I want to show you the most uncomfortable math in personal finance, and I want you to feel it, not just understand it. Let's say you start investing $300 a month at 25 years old. At an average annual return of 8% by age 65, you have around $1 million. Now let's say you wait until 35 to start. Same $300 a month, same return. By 65, you have around $440,000. Less than half. For starting just 10 years later. You did not have less discipline. You did not earn less. You just waited, and that wait cost you over $500,000. This is the power and the cruelty of compound interest. It rewards the early starter disproportionately. It does not care about your circumstances. This is why the biggest financial mistake people make in their 20s and 30s is not bad investments. It is inaction. Waiting to feel stable, waiting for more income, waiting for the right moment. Meanwhile, time, the one thing you cannot buy back, keeps running. Here is the flip side, and I want you to hear this clearly. You are not behind. Every single day you take action is a day that matters. The person who starts at 30 still builds more than the person who starts at 40. The person who starts at 35 still leaves the person starting at 45 in the dust. The best time to start was yesterday. The second best time is right now. Not next month. Not when your debt is paid off. Not when you feel ready. Now. Because 10 years from now, you will either look back and say, I wish I had started sooner, or you will look back and say, I am so glad I started when I did. Both futures are possible. The choice is made today. Here is what I want you to walk away knowing. You are not broke because you are lazy. You are not broke because you did not try hard enough. You are stuck because nobody taught you the real rules of how money works. The time for money trap is real. The asset gap is real. But the exit is also real. And it starts with one small move. Today. Subscribe if this hit home. Because every week I'm going to give you one more piece of the puzzle. No fluff, no gimmicks, just the truth about money that your school, your boss, and the financial system were never going to teach you. You found this video for a reason. Let's build something real. See you in the next one.